And thank you for joining us. I'm Rondrell Moore.
And I'm Patrice Dayton. House Bill 1134 is making its way through the Indiana Senate. We've told you before this bill would limit what teachers could talk about in the classroom. It would also allow students to opt in or opt out of the curriculum. The bill passed the Indiana House back in January. Nearly all the representatives from the Wabash Valley voted for the bill. Tanya Paff of District 43 was the only representative who voted against the bill.
Now, a much different version of this proposal is working its way through the State House. Senators have proposed several amendments to the bill. First, schools will no longer have to form advisory committees to oversee curriculum, but parents can request their school board to adopt one. Second, teachers are no longer required to post a list of learning materials. However, parents will need to have access to a school's learning website. And finally, the changes remove language requiring schools to be impartial about historical events.
Several teachers say the bill is still too invasive. News 10's Caitlin Hunt is live in the newsroom. She explains how educators are reacting to the changes.
Patrice, Rondrell, and the Indiana Senate Committee just passed these amendments a few moments ago, and the state senator who proposed these changes described them as a compromise, but many people who are testifying today say that these changes are not enough. Indiana state senators are reevaluating House Bill 1134. The bill's author, Representative Anthony Cook, took time to defend his bill. He says the bill's purpose was for more parent involvement, which is a problem in Indiana.
There definitely is a disconnect. There's a disconnect about transparency, a disconnect about parental involvement in curriculum oversight with school boards.
State Senator Linda Rogers presented the new amendments. She says these new changes came after weeks of listening to testimony. She says these amendments make this proposed legislation better for students.
Keep in mind what our goal is: great education for every Hoosier student.
But despite the newly proposed amendments, many felt the changes were not enough. Close to 200 people were signed up to testify, with the majority opposing the bill even with the new changes. Terre Haute Local and Candles Museum Executive Director Troy Fears was one of them. He says he is afraid this bill could end Holocaust education in Indiana schools.
Many may see Holocaust education as history. The dangers of hatred, prejudice, and intolerance are as important today as they were then. The state of Indiana needs to elevate Holocaust education, not diminish it.
And the testimony is still continuing as we speak. The Senate Education Committee made it very clear that they were only voting on the amendments today. They say they may vote on the bill next week. Reporting live in the newsroom, Caitlin Hunt, News 10.